What's up, brick builders? Today's build is Halloween Pumpkin. This is set number 40697-1. Year it came out was 2024, age group 8+, and it's got a piece count of 254. Hello folks, Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Welcome to another build video. 254 pieces. Oh my god. This is probably now the largest, I've got that little bit of hair sticking out there, largest piece count Lego set that I've done on a video in a very, very long time in this kind of format. It's I kind of feel overwhelmed by the fact that there's a lot, and this is usually not my comfort zone. It's not my comfort zone. But I am going to do my best to build it. And you can find the instructions on lego.com, or you can find the instructions on rebrickable.com. You might not be able to follow this video because I'm going to try and build it as seamlessly as I possibly can. Build this pumpkin as seamlessly as I can. And I'll probably try and walk you through most of it, if not all of it, if I can, which will make this thing a very, very long video indeed. It's already going over its time in the intro. It is a super cool gift with purchase set that you would have to spend £140 threshold to get this set. So worth. I don't know about £140, but I tell you what, it's an absolutely fantastic gift with purchase. You get light brick with it. There you go. We're going to swap out this light brick, it's a yellow one, for a red one. Oh yeah. And it just makes it a little bit more intimidating. The set comes with two different face pieces, so you've got the happy and then you've got the kind of evil looking one as well. The happy one is a bit very, very jolly, but we're going to go with the evil one because it's, you know, it's Halloween. It's Halloween. I love this build. I think this is absolutely fantastic, and it came out last year, 2024. Loads and loads of people built it. I was trying to get to the pieces and get it to be able to be one of those people that could build it last year, but alas, I made massive mistake with the piece count on the 2x6 orange plates. There's like 15 of them, and I had 10, and I was like, oh yeah, cool, I got this. And then when I got around to doing it, I didn't have the parts. I fell short. Anyway, let's dive in and build this awesome set. Alright, there's our parts and pieces. This looks like it's a pumpkin that's just been dropped on my desk and gone. These parts here are the spare pieces over after you make the sad face one. So we're going to put these pieces aside. Those are to make the to add to making the happy face. But yeah, I'm going to put the red. I'm going to put the light bricks aside as well, and get my instructions up. And let's roll. So first of all, we're going to start off with a 2x10. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Yes, 2x10 green plate, and then we're going to put that underneath a 4x6 yellow plate, and we want it to go across like so. Flip it upside down, and then we're going to put two 2x4 green plates on each side. So we got this kind of nice little cross formation underneath, and then in each corner here we're going to put these 4x4 green corners, or green curved corners, on there like so, and that is the base for our pumpkin. In the middle here we're going to put a 2x2 jumper plate right in the middle of that yellow plate there, and then on each side here on the on the 4x6 here we're going to put 1x4 green tile. So we're going to put one at top there, one on the side there, another one at the bottom, and another one on the side. And then on each corner here, we're going to have a curved quarter piece tile, and that's going to finish off the sides there. So we're going to have one, and it kind of slopes off to the edge there, and then we're going to have another one doing the same thing. I think that looks a bit wrong, actually. I might be wrong with that. No, that's correct. And then, oh, we got the bricks. I do apologize. Sean jumping the gun. I'm trying to be clever here. Trying to be clever. It's not working. So, follow the instructions, Sean. 2 1x6 yellow bricks are going to go down the side of the plate. This is also going to reinforce the build. So we've got one on each side there, like that. Now we can add the plates, tiles. So again, tile, one on each side, and one on the bottom. That makes the curves work. Okay, now we can put the curved pieces in. And there's going to be one there and there. So you kind of got this nice little pattern here. So we're going to do the same thing here on all of the corners. So you get quite a few of these curved tiles, these quarter curved tiles, which is nice, and it adds a little bit of cool decoration and definition to the edge of the pumpkin where it's sitting. Want 2 more? There we go. Want 1 more, actually. There we go. That's that done. Next, we're going to build up the back of the pumpkin. So this is going to be the back here, and we're going to build it up with a 1x4 yellow plate. It's going to go straight across and on the 4x6 plate. Then we're going to put a 1x4 brick yellow. There we go. And then another 1x4 yellow plate. Now you can put them in any configuration because it will bring it up to the same height eventually. And then we're going to put another layer of 1x6 yellow bricks. Kind of looks like the inside of a pumpkin as well, doesn't it? The kind of yellowish. Now we've got these really cool 1x2 by 4 stud bricks. So they're 1x2 by 2 brick high with 4 stud on one side. So these are SOAT bricks, studs also on the side. There we go. And we got quite a few of those. I think we got 8 of those. So we're going to put one in the middle at the back. Then we're going to put one on each side here, like so. Then we're going to turn it around and we're going to put 2 along the side on each side. So we're going to put 1. My pumpkin's getting squished all over the place. 2, and then 2 on the other side here. And these are going to hold the side panels on, like that. Next, we're going to put some 1x1 yellow plates on these studs here, right on the corners. And we're just going to raise that up a little bit, because then we're going to put some more. We're going to put a 1x1 SOAT brick on there eventually. So pop that on there like that. And then we've got a 1x6 yellow plate going straight across. That kind of reinforces the, gives the strength to the build, and also allows for raising it up one more for us to put the 1x1 SOAT brick on. And you want the stud again to face out on the side. No, you want the stud to face on the front. I apologize. That's going to be part of what's going to hold the face on. So we want another 1 by 1. Where are you? There it is. It's a yellow brick, Sean. How hard can it be to find? And as you can see, it's all level on each side and around the back now. And we just go panel this off with some 1 by 4 yellow plates. Going to put one on the back in the middle there, and then we go put one down the side on each side. And then for some reason, we're going to be putting some trans yellow 1 by 2 plates on the front side there. I'm not quite sure what that does. It might enhance the glow. I do like the look of these 1 by these are so retro. They have that really cool vintage vibe about them. Right? Love that. Absolutely love that. And you guys know that I like my vintage Lego. All right, we're going to set that aside for now because we're going to build a little piece on here where the ghost sits, and that is going to be a 4 by 4 curved corner. We're going to turn it so that we got the curve on our right hand side, and on this stud here, right at top right hand side, we're going to put a 1 by 1 reddish brown mini mountain. I'm going to put that on higgledy piggledy, and then I'm going to straighten it out. There we go. And then we have this bracket plate, a 1 by 1 reddish brown black bracket plate, and we want a 1 by 1 tile special with a clip. There it is, and if I can get it, and it has the C clip on it, and you just go pop that on there because that's what's going to hold the ghost in place eventually. And then on this stud here, we want a curved angled brick like that, so it's got that little point on that side there, and then we're going to add that to that stud there, and then all we're going to do is lay that across down here from the mini mountain. So that's going to have the little bar, which is a trans clear bar with a flat top, and that's just going to hold that in place for the ghost. Super cool. Next, on the right hand side, left hand side of this particular piece here, we're going to put a 1 by 1 green plate, and then just below that we're going to put a 1 by 1 quarter tile reddish brown, and we want the flat piece going towards the side like that, and then the curve going round to the left. On the left hand side here, we've got a plate special with the 2 studs on one side and smooth on the other, and that is, whoops, that's going to make me drop my Lego, and we're going to just pop that on the top there like that, because that is going to hook onto here like so. Now we're going to put a curved piece on. We're going to take that off first. We got this cool, what is this? This is a 2 by 2 curved, quarter curved tile. And we're just going to lead that from this stud here. So that's going to go like that, leaving us this little quarter piece here. We're going to fill that in a bit. And we're going to decorate the base here with some foliage. And we've got some of these really cool olive green leaf. Very cool. And we're going to pop one next to the stand for the ghost, and then we're going to pop one right in the corner here like that, just to give it a little bit of foliage, which is nice little touch. Now we're going to add it to the base of the pumpkin, and we want this tile here, or this plate special here, to line up with the edge or the top of that 1 by 4 tile. So it's like that. That gives us a nice stud there to drop in our last quarter circle tile in green. Just pop that in there, and it fits nice and snugly. All right, so now for the sides of the pumpkin. So this, I'm going to do one, and I'm going to show you how it's done, and then I'm actually going to build both of them together. I'm going to build them both together because you've got to do 2. So we're going to start off with a 2 by 6 orange plate. This is the plate that I thought that I had enough of. And then we're going to take this 1x2 curved plate special with these 2 open studs on there. It's kind of like an oval shape, and that's going to go on the on the left hand side there, like that. So we want another one, and we want to put that on the left hand side, and we're going to kind of build this up. So now we're going to cross this over with 2 more 2x6 plates, and then again we're going to drop another one of those oval plates on the other side, like that. So we'll do the same thing with this one. We'll take these plates nearest to me so it looks like I'm kind of cleaning up, like that. Then we're going to flip it over, and you want the black pieces on the left hand and the right hand side, not at the top. You want them on the left hand and right hand side, and then we're going to lay 2x6 orange plate again across the top here and the bottom here, like that. So we're going to do that the same on this one. So again, my black pieces are on the left hand and right hand side. Go put plate across the top, plate across the bottom, flip it over, and then we're going to put a plate in the middle as well. And again, it's another 2x6 orange plate. And this is kind of building up that step down feature for these curved bricks that we're going to be putting in. But now we want a line across here. We want a black line across here. We want 2 more oval pieces, and then we want a 2x2 square plate, black. So we're going to put that in place first, because then we know where we're going to put the oval plates. So we'll put oval plates on either side, like so. And we're going to do the same again. So I want black plate. Oh no, I want me 2x6 first, because we need to raise that. There we go. And then the black plate, and then the oval plates. Very cool. It's looking pumpkin-y. Now we've got a whole load of these 1x3 curved bricks. This is absolutely super cool. I think there's about 20, 30 of them or something like that. You get a lot. And then we're just going to lay that across the top, from not across this way, but across this way here, like this. So we're going black to black, like that. See, so we're going down, and we want to do that all the way across the whole thing. So yeah, super cool that you get so many of these bricks. These 1x3 curved bricks are excellent, like that. And then turn it around, do the same thing. Now one of my bricks, I don't have, or didn't have, all of these. I have one that has a small sticker on it, so we're going to look out for that. There we go, that's one side done. So we're going to do the next one. Yeah, we're going to look out for that, and we're going to put that aside so that it's going to go on the back, so we won't see that eventually. And that's kind of what my channel's all about, is building with what you've got. I mean, yes, I add brick orders to pieces so that I can build them, build the sets that I would like to build for you guys. But sometimes I have the parts, but they've already got a sticker on them or something. And it's not too much of a problem. And I don't want to take the sticker off, because it does belong to a set. What set? I couldn't tell you. There we go. There's our sides. And we can put our sides onto the pumpkin. And it's going to be on there. So we want the black facing us. And then just push them on the side there, like that. And like that. And there's the side of our pumpkin done. Now bag 2 would be the back of the pumpkin, and again we're going with a 2x6 orange plate, but this time we want a 1x6 orange plate as well. We're going to pop that on the top, so it's one stud over, and then we're going to put another 2x6 orange plate, and then we want another 1x6 orange plate at the bottom, like that. So you kind of got this like platform. Flip it over, And then with the 1x6 plates at the top and bottom, we want 4 2x4 orange plates going from the middle here, like this. Now it's a bit unstable, so just bear with it. Hold it in between the 2 plates here if you can, and it won't fall apart too much. It's fallen apart on me a few times already. There we go, like that. Then flip it back over, and then we want a 2x6 orange plate going down the middle. And I think that's our last 2x6 orange plate. Woo! Like that. Again, we want to line the side here with black. So 2 oval pieces here. So we're going to put the 2x2 black plate in first, in the middle, like so. And so you want it the widest on left and right hand side, not at the top and bottom, but you want it left and right hand side, because we're going to go from left to right, and we want the oval pieces. So we're going to go from the 2x2 plate so that we know that we're not putting one here, and then one there, and we're leaving that blank. So we want another oval piece there, and another oval piece there. Now on these pieces here that we left blank, we're going to put a 2x2 mini mounting, and you want that sloping off to the edges and not into the center. So you want to slope them off like that. Now we get a little bit technical. We've got these 1x2 curved bricks with the point again, and you want the point, you want the widest or the longest piece to be in the side of the model. So it's kind of like that. So it gives that kind of curved or rounded edge, if you see what I mean. So we want one there, like that. So you see the slope at the top there. And then we're going to do that again on the other side. So we got the longest piece there. So we're going to turn that around. That's going to go there. And then that one is the wrong side. And there we go. There's the longest piece going into the side there, like that. Oh, I got them the wrong way round. Sean. Whoops. It's from the mini mountain. I do apologise. It's from the mini mountain. There we go. I've got them up top and bottom. So it's from the mini mountain. Mistake card. There we go. Like that. So it's from the mini mountain. That's where you put those curved bricks, because we're going to do the 1x3 curved bricks over the top again now. So 1, 2, still keeping an eye out for the one with a sticker on it, because I'm going to put him on the edge, because then he won't be seen so much. Still not found it. Right, turn it around. 1x3. 1x3. I'm keeping that one left open for the one with the sticker. 1x3. 1x3. It's the last brick. Oh, it's not. Where's the sticker gone? Oh, we got some more bricks here. Right. There it is. There's the sticker. Just a slight line down there. Go put that on there like that, and you won't be able to see it, which is cool. And that is going to go on the back of the pumpkin. So we're going to fix that to these studs here. There we go. Looking like a pumpkin to me. It's like a pumpkin house, actually. Let's keep that in sight, shall we? All right, the top of the pumpkin. So we've got a plate special here, 4x4 with a 2x2 cutout. On each side here, we're going to put some 1x3 curved bricks again. So we're going to put them in the center studs. So we're going to leave the corners open, because the corners are going to have this 3x3 quarter circle brick, and it's going to sit in like that. So we're going to put those in a bit. But let's do the curved bricks here. Spin it around. Whoop. I think the face is the part of this build that takes the longest because it's quite intricate. So there we go. I need my last 1x3 brick, and that is all the 1x3 bricks. So you get a load with them. Right, and then we go fill these corners in, like say with the quarter circle bricks. Got 4 of those, which is nice. There we go, and one more. And now the build is a little bit unstable, but we're going to reinforce the underneath of that now. And first of all, what we want is a 2x2 yellow plate, and this is going to mark where we're going to put the ones on the side. So the 2x2 yellow plate is going to go half on this dark bluish grey plate and the brick, like so. It's still unstable until we put these plates in. Now we've got these 1x6 curved bricks plates, curved on one side, and you know, got a curve there and a curve there, and then it's flat on the other side. We're going to flip that over, and we want the flat side to the this entrance hole here, and this is where the light brick's going to drop in. So we want that and that. So you got this nice little join here at the top of the plate, which is why we put the plate in there to mark where that's going to go. Now we want to do the light brick assembly. So let's say we're going to change out the yellow one here that we have for a red one. So we're going to take the red one, and we want a 2x2 trans clear brick, and then on top of that we want a 1x2 trans clear tile. We're going to go across like that, and then we want 1x2 trans clear tiles to go off the edge and overhang, so like that. There we go. So it's kind of like that, you see that? And then that's going to hook onto the brick. You want the plunger piece free, so you don't want to cover that over, and then you're just going to attach that onto there like that, and that sends the light down into the trans clear bricks. Now it's very unstable, but we're going to strengthen that up with a 2x2 inverted curve brick, and that is going to go from the light brick to the trans clear brick, like so. Now we've got a solid build. We want to attach a Technic pin. The Technic pin has the axle hole and the pin hole. So the axle hole is going to go into the light brick, like that. And then on top of these trans, it will be trans clear on the light brick. But the 4 studs on the light brick here, we're going to put a plate special, and it's a bracket plate here. 2x2 bracket plate, 2 studs up. And we want the studs up. So that smooth surface goes on there, like that. And then, whoops, tile fell off. There we go. Then we're going to pin these studs here on that plate special into this area here, like that. And when we put the stalk on, it will push down this Technic pin, which activates the light. We're going to build the stalk. We got a plate special here. It's a bracket with 4 studs going up, and if you keep the 4 studs facing towards you, on the bottom left here we want a 1x1 bracket plate. There we go, 1x1 bracket plate, and you want that's a downer. We want the down one. There we go, because you got 2 different types there. You got bracket hanging down and the bracket going up. So we want the bracket hanging down, and that is going to go bottom left, like that. Oops, like that. So you got the little pin or the little stud on the side of the bracket plate, and then on top of that we put the bracket plate with the stud up. So now we've created 2 studs on the side here, and that's going to be for a curved brick. Now we're just going to dress this up a little bit. We've got this really cool 1x2 sloped brick here with a tile on the top, and that is going to go straight across the bottom of the bracket plate, still keeping these top studs free. We're going to cover this top left hand stud with a mini mounting, 1x1 reddish brown mini mounting. You want the slope going up, and then just this little stud here, we're going to put our last olive green leaf piece. There we go. Got to turn it around, and on the studs on the back of the bracket plate, we're going to put a 1x2 reddish brown plate, and then on top of that we want this plate special with just one Technic hole piece there. There are different versions of this. There are the ones with the 2 Technic hole pieces. I would say Technic pin holders. They got Technic pin holders. There's one, and then there's a variation, of course, which is the broken line. Period correct. This one had the solid line, so we've got the solid line there. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's a solid line. That is just a variant. It doesn't affect the build at all. So if you have either or, just make sure you only have the one with the single pin holder. And then we're just going to attach that to the reddish brown studs on the back of the plate like that. And that is where the Technic pin is going to go in from the light brick. On top of these 4 black studs, we're going to cover that over with a plate special with, we've seen this before, the studs one side and smooth on the other. We're going to put the studs towards the bracket plate and the smooth side towards where the Technic pin holder is. And then we're just going to cover these studs over with a 1x2 tile. So it kind of smooths it out very nicely. It's not a bad little build for a stalk. Whoops. And we like, so these pins here, or these studs here, are for a curved brick. So we've got a 1x2 inverted curved brick there. Pop that on those studs, and you got this kind of really interesting looking stalk. And then you're going to put where the leaf piece is, you want that at the front. So have your trans clear tiles facing you, and then your leaf piece facing you as well, and then just drop that into the pinhole like so. And there you go. And we can add that to our pumpkin. Da, da, da. It just sits in there. It actually doesn't fix in there as such. It just sits in there nice and loosely. And there you go. Nice. Right. So all we have to do is build the face and the ghost. So the ghost is next. The ghost is super cool and cute. We've got a 4x4 circular plate, and we're going to cover the top part of the circular plate with the quarter 2x2 curved tiles. We're going to meet it at the middle there, like at the top, and then we want another one like that. And then just in the bottom here, we're going to put a half moon tile, so it's a half circle tile, and you're going to pop that in there. Whoops. It fits nice and snugly in there. I have a hard time saying snugly in there, and that creates this half tiled circle. On the other half, we're going to put 2 1x2 jump plates, open stud. Stud holder bottom, and then we're going to put one on each side because these are going to be for his eyes, like that. We're going to put his eyes in, and these are the black 1x1 circular tiles. Going to pop one there and one there. Ooh. And then we've got a 2x2 jumper plate, and that's going to go onto these last 2 studs at the bottom like that. That's his mouth. So we want a smiley mouth, even though the pumpkin's going to be a little bit unhappy. So the ghost is going to be happy that the pumpkin's unhappy. Underneath, we're going to put a 2x4 white plate straight across, So you kind of got this ball sitting on top of a platform. Turn it back over. We've got these edges here. We're going to fill in with 1x2 white tiles. Like that. Now we've got kind of like a tombstone looking thing. We're just going to finish the bottom of the ghost off with this really cool curved plate or brick. It has a point in the center, and that's going to be in the middle of the ghost because that's part of his, you know, those little tears that they have in their shrouds and stuff. And then we got the curved 1x2 brick with the point again. You want the longest part on the outside, so you get this jagged effect, like so. And that's the ghost done. So now we got to put the mounting point on him, and that is this 1x2 inverted curved brick, and then a bracket plate with the bracket hanging down. You want to put that on the stud there like so, and then this is going to fix to the ghost, and that is going to fit on our trans clear bar like so. So we kind of got this traffic light floating in the air. We're going to offset this mounting place. We're just going to put it to one side because that's going to give us a little bit more of an angle, and then we're just going to pin this bar to this clip here like so. Now you can tilt the bar, or you can turn the clip like that, so you can have him kind of peeking. Woo! Super cool, super cute, love it. And I love the fact that Ghosty here is happy when Pumpkin is sad. So the last piece is the face. Like I say, you get two options. You can do the happy face, you can do the not so happy face. We're doing the not so happy face. We're going to start off with a 1x6 yellow plate. We're going to put a 1x2 orange plate in the middle. And then on each side here, we're going to put an L plate. So we got that. And the L plate is going to hang down. So it's kind of like a gringo moustache. Right, what you'd see in those spaghetti westerns. Hey, gringo. And then across the top here, we're going to put, well, in the corners here, we're going to put these curved tiles, these quarter curved tiles, and you want the curve going off the edges like that. So you want the flat piece at the bottom and the flat or the straight piece at the bottom, straight piece on the right hand side, and the same with this side, but we're going to do bottom and left hand side like that. Because now we leave 4 studs here, which is going to be for 1x2 mini mountains, and you want the slopes going away from you, so sloping down. And I want another one of those. Where is it? 2x2 mini mount. Come on, Sean. There he is. It's like upside down, like that. Now we want underneath here, we want 2 1x2 yellow plates, one on each side like that. Turn it back over. I like the fact that it's orange and yellow pieces, and the yellow is in the middle. It is a bit like a pumpkin. Now we're going to put a 1x8 orange plate straight across the bottom to join those yellow bars up, and then we're going to set that aside for now, and we're going to take this 1x2 bracket plate with the brackets up, and on top of that we're going to put 1x4 orange plate, so the bracket plate is going to sit in the middle. Underneath, again, just like we did with this one, we're going to put some 1x2 plates, so you got bracket plate at the top there, and then we're going to put 1x2 orange plate hanging down again like so. And then we're going to flip it back over, and then on those studs of those 1x2s, we're going to put 1x1 plates. 2 1x1 plates, just to level it out. And there we go, there's another one. And then just where the bracket plate is, we're going to put a 1x2 tile, like that. And then on each side here, it gets tricky again because it's these curved pointy bricks. You want the long piece, or the long piece at the bottom. And they're going to go on each corner. It is a bit of a fragile build until you get the face on. You got each corner there at the bottom, so you kind of got that looking like that, and then that is going to join onto this 1x8 plate right in the middle, like so. So that. Next, on each side here, we have a 1x3 plate that is going to go across here and here. So we want one of those. It kind of strengthens it up a little bit, and it also brings us level with these pieces here. And then we're going to go upside down. We want a 1x3 plate going from this plate here and overhanging by one stud, so it's level with this plate here. We want another 1x3 plate. There we go. Not many pieces left over, folks. Turn it back over and you can see it's level with that other plate. More curved bricks with points again. So we want the long piece at the bottom again, and this time it's going to go from here. So it's going to go from the tile. So it's going to be on that stud there, and it's going to go down like so. And I need the right one. There we go. Long piece at the bottom, curve down there. Great for detailing. Great for detailing. Then we want these triangular tiles, and you want those to be at the top in the stud here, like that. And want another one. And it fits so well. It really does fit so well. There we go, like that. Flip it over. We're going to build the bottom here now, and we're going to use these really cool, what is this? This is a 3x3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's going to be a 3x3 curved plate. We've got two of those, and we want the curve. We want the curve to hang down, so it's kind of like that. And they kind of join together like so. There we go. Flip it back over. Now we're going to build the sides up here. So they're going to go, plate's going to go underneath these pieces here. Very easy. We're going to take a 1x4 orange plate. We want some more of these curved bricks, and we want the longest piece on. So this is going to be the right hand side part of it. So we want the longest piece towards the left, like that. Right, actually it doesn't matter until you can put them on, as long as you've got the long piece on one side, like that, because you can turn them around. So you want the long piece in towards the pumpkin, like that, and that. Now we want to add some more curved tiles, so we want some quarter tiles, 2 of those. So we've got 2 of those left, and those are going to go, well, we're going to do the mini mountains first. So we've got 2 mini mountains. We're going to put one there and one there. So it's 1x1 mini mountains. This then will mark where we're putting the curve. So we're going from that curved brick there, mini mountain, and then mini mountain. Now we've got a stud there, and that's where we're putting the curve, and we want the curve on the outside of the face, like that. So again, we're going to do a mini mountain and another mini mountain, and there's our stud for our curve, like that. And we're going to join these 2 pieces together, these 2 pieces here. We're going to put a 1x2 plate across the top of those yellow studs there. Whoops, lost it. There we go, like that. Because we've got a step down feature here for a curved brick, We're going to put 2 of these 1x2 curved bricks again. These are going to be the last ones. We got 4 left. So you want the longest piece at the bottom. So pop that in there like that. So you got the longest piece at the bottom here, like so. Now we can put a curved brick on. Nope, we got a plate. It's the same thing as what we did with the sides. Just put a 1x4 and put the curved pointy bricks. As long as you've got the long end on each side, on the right side or any side, on the same side is what I meant to say. On the same side like that. You want the long pieces at the bottom when you're going to fix this on. So it goes like that. So you can see you're looking at the face upside down. There's his eyes, there's his nose, there's his mouth. Oh, this is a happy pumpkin. Did the wrong face. Then we got this 2x2 curved brick, and that is just going to go straight from those studs over the top of those curved bricks there, like that. And I have a yellow brick here, which should be attached to this. I think it should be attached to the light brick. I completely missed that. Yes. So it goes from, it actually helps connect to this plate here. So it goes in there like that, then push that in, and that holds it in place a bit more. That was my bad. And there's the face done. So all you're going to do is pin the face onto these 2 little studs here. Get it nice and level, and there you go. We have our... It is kind of happy, but the other build is a bit more even jolly. So, and there you go. So you can see the difference what the red brick does to the lighting, the illumination, than what the yellow brick does. I'm never going to take this apart to put the yellow brick in there and just show you. Come on. I kind of like the red brick. Okay. It's not too much surgery, I don't think. Actually, it is. Oh well. Get this right. And that goes in there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. And that goes there. And that goes there. And that's, I mean, okay, I mean, that's a fairly subtle glow. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I do like the red brick though, but yeah, you would get the yellow brick with it, which is really, really cool as well. Very, very cool set this. I love this, and it's just a shame that I wasn't able to get to build this last year. There you go, there's our sticker. Like I said, you won't be able to see it, and it kind of doesn't look too out of place. Super fantastic, fun little set this. And as a GWP, this is awesome. It is totally awesome. Brilliant, brilliant little model. Love it. Folks, if you enjoyed this very long video, and you want to see some more content like this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share amongst your friends, family, and anybody else who you think would be interested in this kind of content. Also, put your notifications on to all so you don't miss us in the next one. What is the next video? You're going to have to find out. I'm Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Peace.